Welcome to World in 2 Minutes, keeping you up to date with the latest developments around the world. Let's take a look at this hour's top stories. Iran's supreme leader has undergone prostate surgery at a government hospital in Tehran. State media said in a rare report on the state of health of 75-year-old Ayatollah al-Khamenei. Iranian state TV said Khamenei told the station just ahead of the surgery that there was no room for concern. The station aired brief footage of Khamenei just before the surgery in which he asked people to pray for him. The new UN human rights chief urged world powers to protect women and minorities targeted by ISIS militants in Iraq and Syria, saying the fighters were trying to create a house of blood. Jordan Zaid Raul al-Hussein, the first Muslim to hold the position, called for the international community to focus on ending the increasingly conjoined conflict in the two countries and abuses in other hotspots from Ukraine to Gaza. ISIS has overrun large parts of Syria and Iraq since June, declaring a cross-border caliphate. The Geneva-based UN Human Rights Council last week agreed to send a team to investigate killings and other abuses carried out by the group on an unimaginable scale. US warplanes carried out 5 strikes on ISIS insurgents, menacing Iraq's Haditha Dam on Sunday, witnesses and officials said, widening what President Barack Obama called a campaign to curb and ultimately defeat the movement. Obama has branded ISIS as an accurate threat to the West as well as the Middle East and said that key NATO allies stood ready to back Washington in action which has seized expansions of northern Iraq and eastern Syria and declared a border-bearing entity. 2 leading Israeli human rights organizations have accused the government of being unwilling to investigate rights violations committed during Israel's recent assault on the Gaza Strip. They also described Israel's system of military law enforcement as a complete failure. Israel's offensive against the Gaza Strip, which was launched with the stated aim of ending rocket fire from the coastal enclave, finally ended with the announcement of August 26 of an open-ended ceasefire between Israel and Palestine resistant factions. The offensive killed some 2,147 Palestinians and wounded more than 11,000 others, the vast majority of them civilians, according to initial investigation by B'Tselem, one of the 2 leading Israeli human rights organizations. 40% of more than 2,100 Palestinians killed in Israel's recent onslaught were minors, women and men over the age of 60. And we have come to the end of another World in 2 Minutes. For more stories and in-depth analysis, you can visit trtworld.com. Goodbye.